Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about affirmations. Now, most of us in the self help world have been involved with affirmations for a long time. I'm sure you're very familiar with affirmations. You've probably been doing them for a while. And there's so much information out there about how you should do them correctly. Say them in the first person, say them in the third person, say them both, do them in the mirror, write them down 10 times, write them down 20 times, put post-its all over your house where you can see them all the time. So any of those can work. They're all good suggestions. And they tell you to do it in the present tense, because if you state it in the future tense, like I will have or I will be, then it'll always stay in the future. So always do it in the present. But the bottom line with affirmations really is that you need to feel good about them. They need to feel good to you. You need to be able to believe it on some level, even if it's something completely foreign to your life experience right now. It has to be something that you at least get excited about the idea. So I want you to think about what you want, what you've been affirming, and how does it make you feel? Do you feel good when you're affirming it, or does part of your brain say, that's never going to happen? I'm never going to have that. I'm never going to be that. And if that's the case, then I've got a couple little tweaks for you. And a great source for affirmations is Louise Hay. She is the one that first introduced me to affirmations through her book, You Can Heal Your Life. I read that when I was 21, and it opened up a whole new world for me. And I thought, wow, this is like magic, because things started to change and things started to manifest. And I was very young and I was excited because it was new to me. But if you've been doing affirmations for a while, and you get a little bit jaded because maybe things aren't happening, aren't manifesting, aren't changing, this is probably why. So think about what you have affirmed in the past. And, a really popular one is, I'm a millionaire. So there are so many people out there affirming, I'm a millionaire. And there's part of their brain that's going, no, you're not. So if you're affirming something that your brain just cannot wrap itself around, it's never going to manifest for you. And you're actually creating a negative vibe from it. And anything created from a negative vibe, you're just going to be creating and attracting more of what matches that negative vibe, and you don't want that. And in this case, you might be attracting more debt, more expenses, more bills, that kind of thing. And then you're thinking, what the heck? I'm affirming that I'm a millionaire. Why isn't it happening? So think about something that you want that maybe you're having a little bit of a hard time believing or accepting right now. And I just want you to add this in front of it. I'm in the process of attracting or creating. And, there are a lot of great teachers out there who have added this to affirmations to help us. One of my favorite teachers is Michael Loge, and this is one of the things that he teaches that helps your brain accept this new idea that it's not here yet, but you're in the process of creating it or manifesting it. And that can feel better to you. So try that with something that you've been working towards and see if it feels better to you. And if it does, then do that. But maybe you just need to focus on something different, a different affirmation. And one of my favorites that I got from Louise Hay is, I love and approve of myself, because it's so general and it can affect your whole life. And her belief system is that when you really love yourself, everything in your life works. And I've told the story in past videos about the time when I just decided to focus on, I love and approve of myself continuously. I had it running through my head all through my work day. I actually can't remember if I was writing it down every day. I probably was. You can also type if you want to type instead. But I just was focused on this affirmation all day, every day, as much as I could. I'm trying to do that again, and I keep getting distracted and sidetracked throughout the day. But it's a really good one to focus on, because I'll tell you, during this period of about 3, 4 months, I attracted a nice guy that I was dating. I lost 15 pounds. There was a noisy, not so nice neighbor living above me. He got evicted. I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody. I'm just saying, these things that happened to other people that they attracted worked out well for me. I worked next to a guy who had major anger management issues, and he would constantly go off in a rage almost every day, slamming drawers and yelling and getting all upset. And I'd have to leave because it was so disruptive. It was so negative. I had to get it because he sat right next to me, and I just had to get away from it. And I went away. I took a personal day one time, and I came back and he'd been fired because, again, he did something that he shouldn't have done at work, and he got fired. So these people are just reaping the not rewards, but they're reaping the results of their own actions. And it just happened to work out well for me. So I just had all of these great things happening while I was affirming, I love and approve of myself, I love and approve of myself, I love and approve of myself. And I just had it going through my head because the other great thing is if you choose a general affirmation like that and you focus on it continuously as much as you can, it's going to displace any negative thoughts that might be trying to creep in. And that's something that I have to deal with a lot right now, taking care of my mom full time because I'm very isolated. You know, my whole life, my whole world is in this house, taking care of my mom pretty much all day, every day. I don't get out that much. I don't see other people or interact with other people or do much outside of that. It's one of the reasons I do these videos because it makes me feel like I'm doing something to connect with the outside world and it makes me feel better. But I have a lot of things that will creep into my head and be running through my head continuously. And so that's when I try to remember to do this affirmation to displace them. So I want you to think about something that you want to attract in your life and think about an affirmation that you have either consciously been doing or unconsciously, because any thought that you think, whether it's positive or negative, that's an affirmation. And you don't want to be affirming something that you don't want. So pay attention to your thoughts because you can write your affirmations 10, 20 times a day. You can put them in post-its around your house where you see them all the time. But if your brain is slipping back into other thoughts and beliefs that are negative, is just going to totally counteract all those positive affirmations. So make sure that when you are using affirmations, that you are keeping them in mind throughout the day so that they're fresh in your mind. You're keeping them active, you're keeping that energy going, you're getting the momentum going for those affirmations so that they can gather the energy, or the universe receives that clear message of, yes, this is what I really want. And even if I can't quite believe it, I believe it's in the process and I believe that you're working on it behind the scenes for me. And I can imagine having it, being it, doing it. And that's an important thing too. You know, get excited about that affirmation and imagine yourself in that situation, that it's already a done deal, that it's already happened, that it's already present in your life. And feel the excitement about that. How does it feel to you? Get into it, because the more that you can get into the vibe of whatever it is, just in your imagination, that's sending out an even stronger message. So that can really superpower your affirmation. So try that. Remember to get excited about them. And I'm just going to share this one little card. I have this little card that I got from Louise Hay when I sent her a copy of my book, Living Peacefully in a Big City, because I sent a copy to everybody who had been a positive influence on me that I mentioned in the book. And Louise sent me this. This is one of her very basic affirmations. And I love this card. And I'm sure one of her assistants sent it to me. But whatever, I'm still going to say it came from Louise because it came from her even indirectly. So it's special to me. So this is a good one. And, you know, she's got all, I love these decks of cards. There are all kinds of decks of cards with affirmations and positive thoughts. And that's a great thing to have and put around your house or just keep in front of you. I've got another angel deck of cards that I shuffle through, and I might pick one for a day, I might pick three for the week. So that's a great tool to have to keep you in that positive state when you are working on using affirmations more of the time. So, bottom line, they just need to feel good to you. You need to be able to wrap your head around it somehow. And if you can't, use the phrase, I'm in the process of creating, attracting, manifesting, having, doing, being. And that will help your brain accept it a little bit more so that your affirmations can kind of grab hold and have some power and have some energy behind them so that they can go out and attract what you want and bring it back to you in the best way possible. And, you know, remember always to allow something even better to come in. You know, there's a little addendum that a lot of people add to their affirmations. This or something better is now happening for the highest good of all concerned. So you can add something like that or just be loose in how it can come to you. Because if you have something so specific in mind, you're limiting the universe and what they want to do for you. And again, I'm going to come back to that. I love and approve of myself because it just brings all kinds of great things to you. And you know what? I'm actually going to make a point of doing this and being very conscious about it and then reporting back to you. about what happened. So I'm doing this video in October of 2016. So I will get back to you. If I notice a big difference, if I'm able to really focus on this and displace any negative thoughts or uh, ideas or conversations I have in my head that are not positive, that are not loving to myself, I'm going to displace it with that. And I'm going to be very conscious of it. And I'm going to report back to you and see what kind of little miracles occur, or maybe big miracles occur. And just expect those miracles, because affirmations really can change your life and attract miracles to you. So stay general, feel good about it. If you want something specific, I'm in the process of attracting to help your brain accept it a little bit more and be open to something even better. And I want to thank you for being open to these videos. I'm so happy that you join me every week. I really, really appreciate you being here. It means so much to me because, as I said, this is my way of connecting with the world right now. So thank you for being out there on the receiving end. And I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you attract everything that you want. I'm always here to support you with that. So have a good one. I'll see you next time.